I never thought in a million years it'd be 40-14 at halftime. You know, it was a great game. You know, they scored a touchdown on one of our bad snaps on a punt, but other than that, our defense played great. The offense showed up again. And, you know, I give these guys a lot of credit with all the seniors that we lost last year and the inexperienced kids we got playing up front. These guys showed they know how to play football.
They seem hungry.
Yeah, they're hungry. They're hungry. That Littleton game, you know, 40-34, we had, you know, 8 fumbles, an interception.
Right.
You know, we'd love to have that game back today.
Sure.
Okay, it was a tough game for us, but I think it also helped us in getting 4 wins in a row.
And you held Roderick to, like, I think around 10 yards.
Yeah, we definitely, you know, he was our game plan. Same thing, you know, as last year in the Super Bowl.
Him.
He's a great player, and, you know, we did the same thing last year, and, you know, we tried to do the same today.
Factor in at all that it was a Super Bowl rematch? Does that mean anything to you guys?
No, it really didn't. You know, the Super Bowl rematch didn't mean anything to us. It's another regular season game. You know, we got another Super Bowl to try to go for this year, and that's our ultimate goal. And I know it is for Leicester as well, you know, and, you know, as hard as we played and as hard as they played, you know, that game was last December 1st in 2012. So, you know, it was a great game, and we celebrated back then, but, you know, we had to get the win today.
Yeah. Did you guys have a sense that you would be able to pass on Leicester like this? It hadn't really seen it.
We felt like we could. You know, we have some great receivers. I think Brian Hayes is definitely one of the best receivers and defensive backs in Central Mass. And, you know, a few times he had a guy beat by 5-6 yards or more. We just overthrew him. But, you know, overall, we were glad that we were able to complete some passes and open up the field.
Then, you know, running it seemed that you guys were able to get outside a lot. And
yes, yeah, we were able to get outside. You know, I mean, we mixed it up a lot between our inside game and our outside game. You know, we tried to do some things, get away from Roderick, blitzing up the middle, and, you know, their linebackers are really good. They're really hungry, so, you know, we did our best to try to stay away from their linebackers blitzing and, you know, clogging up inside the tackles.
What sorts of things were you guys able to do to cause the 4 turnovers that, you know, you guys were able to force in the first half?
We've been really concentrating on special teams. You know, the last few weeks we've had some miscues on our kickoff team, so we really worked hard this past week, and getting those 2 big turnovers on kickoffs was huge. And then, you know, we talked about turnovers in pregame and trying to get them, you know, to rip the ball out, try to cause some fumbles and get some interceptions. So that was a big key for us this week.
Were those all onside kicks, or were they a
nope,
mixture
we didn't.
of
Nope.
squibs?
Yeah, every kick
squibs?
was a squib kick. We didn't kick any onside. We were able to get 2 of them, and, you know, whenever you can do that without purposely kicking it onside, it's, you know, a pretty good bonus for us. And again, putting 8 points on the board after each of them was big.
How do you guys avoid maybe, I don't know if you'd consider it a letdown for Leicester after the Auburn win. How do you guys avoid that after a big win like this?
Well, that's exactly what I just talked to these guys about. I mean, Leicester beat a very good Auburn team last week, and then we were able to, you know, do well against them this week. We can't have that same thing happen to us against Narragansett last week.
Let's talk about that, Coach.
Yeah.
Next week against
Narragansett. It's a great team. I don't care what their record is. They're a good team. Coach Barry's a great coach. They've been coached well. They have a lot of good players. They're a lot better than what their record states, and there's no way we can have a letdown against a good team like that next week.